Hello, unicorns. It's that time. It's time for the big announcement. If you want to know who won the contest for the Louise Wedding Wish XL palette, if you want to see if I can recreate their look, keep watching. But before we do, I just want to thank everyone who participated. Thank you for joining the Have Faith in Your Face Facebook group. Thank you for coming over from the Facebook group and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciated all your looks. Some of my favorites were here. And it was so hard to pick a winner. But if you want to know who won, keep watching. If you haven't guessed from the very blurred out photo in the thumbnail who's won already, then I'm going to encourage you to stay around. I'm actually going to recreate this look to the best of my ability, and then I'll reveal the winner. Alright, so what have I already done? I have done my foundation, I have primed my eyes, done my setting powder, and I've done my eyebrows. I have done nothing else. Now, for some reason, everyone seemed to think that because it was a neutral palette, they had to do a neutral or, earth-toned look. Not that they weren't beautiful, they were all gorgeous. And I want to thank, again, everyone who participated. But everything I had to choose from was very earthy and very neutral. Don't mind it. The other thing I want to say is there are some pink tones, or appear to be pink tones, in the picture of the person who won that I just don't have. But because this is what you're winning, this is what I want to use. So I'm using my Louise Wedding Wish XL palette. And while I don't have any pink frost, this does have several pink mattes for contour shades, but it doesn't have any pink tone frosts. It has White Dove, which is a gold white frost, very similar to Intimacy. The difference is this is a true yellow gold, whereas this has reflex of pink in it as well as the gold flecks. So no real pink tones. So instead I'm going to be using this shade, Tantalizing, which is this beautiful kind of rose tone gold with some champagne kind of thrown in. So we'll be doing that. But I'm going to be using this palette to recreate the look. So let's get started. First thing I want to say to the winner is I hope I do your look justice. You killed me, girl, because your look was absolutely stunning. Your picture was beautiful, but not a picture of the palette in sight that you used. Nor did I see a picture of you with your eyes closed. So I'm guessing at half of this. Hope I don't F it up. But I'm going to start with contouring and my face. I'm just going to start with contouring. I'm going to save my blush and my highlighter for the end because I'm going to use tape and I know I'm going to have to touch up my foundation. I just don't like being on camera without foundation. Normally if I was going to use tape on my own, I would do my foundation after my eyes. But yeah, no. And I've done my foundation so long ago, it's already starting to crease in my old lady wrinkles. Like I've always said, I Photoshop the heck out of my photographs, but not my videos. What you see is literally what you get in real life. Blur that out. I usually start with my chin. I don't know why I didn't this time. And I'm not doing anything really special or different than what I normally do. The young lady did a beautiful job of contouring and sculpting her face, but my face shape is different, so I'm working with what I got here. Hopefully I do her justice. And then I'm going to get a fluffy brush and contour my nose. Now, looking at this, she has some pink shimmer over, but it looks like she brings her contour actually into her inner eye a little in here. So that's very lightly where I'm going to start. and bring it down. Again, she's got a nicer shaped nose than I do, but we're gonna do the best we can. Okay, then removing all the product from the brush, I'm just going to go over and blend that out and really diffuse it. Now, some people will go in here even more with a highlighting palette or like a light shade. I could give it a try. I haven't had much luck with that looking good, but you know what? We'll give it a try. So let's see if we can kind of... I really don't see much of a difference. I don't see much of a difference. No, I'm probably doing it wrong. Leave it in the comments if it's user error, let me know. But what I do know how to do is sculpt out underneath. And we're just going to let that sit for a little while, and then we're going to move on to the eyes. Now, like I said, I have a blown up picture of this look, and I've taken some notes on what colors in the palette I'm using. Sippy stuff. So we're going to get started. The first thing I'm going to do is put some tape on my eyes, because I want a really nice sharp line for this look. So I'm getting my handy dandy sticky tape. And I'm going to try and make them even. First of all, I want to see just how sharp her angle is. My tails of my brows are a little higher than hers, and hers go more straight out. So that's going to give me a little bit bigger space between her wing and her brow. Hers is about here, whereas mine will be about here. So I've got a lot more real estate in here than she does. But her eyes are just so beautifully symmetrical and gorgeous. Have you guessed who it is yet? No? Maybe? Keep watching. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to go into is my transition shade. And for that color, I'm going to use... I'm probably going to use Value. No, I'm going to use Rock, which is this very, very nude color here. And I'm not anticipating that it's going to show up very well. I'm just using it so that it blends everything more together more nicely. And I'm going to take that all the way over to my crease and have it meet with the contour shade that I put on in the beginning. I'm just taking this into and slightly above the crease. You may not even notice it. None of it may show when we're done, but I notice it right now. Deepen that up a little bit. Okay. Now the next color I'm going to go into is kind of a chocolate brown. It's called Romance. Let me show you what that looks. Let me show you something. Okay, that's it. I'm getting sued. But it's this kind of chocolate brown right here. Everything's upside down, but it's this one right here. And I'm going to take that at an angle into a V and into my crease, but I'm not going to go all the way where I went with my contour or my transition shade. I'm going to stop midway. I'm going with a very light touch. If this doesn't appear pigmented, that's because I'm barely touching it. This is very pigmented. And the problem is sometimes shadows that are very pigmented are almost as bad as the ones who aren't that pigmented. The ones that aren't that pigmented, that take a lot of work, you gotta build and build and build. With this, you have to build as well, because if you go in full throttle, you're gonna mess up your look. You're just gonna look like a raccoon. So you gotta start light and build up. I'm gonna take this on my lid a little. Like that. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And I'm really trying to focus this in an outward fox-like V. So that's where I want the drama, the depth to go. And I can, oops, see, I did too much. I can always go back in and deepen it. And it's not impossible to fix if I use too much. It's just that it takes forever to blend. And it gets really messy really fast. So you gotta be really careful. Okay. And I'm using the same brush. And I'm going into the shade Only One, which is this shade right here. And we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to keep it a little lower with the darker shade. Make sure you tap it out really well because it's pigmented. And I'm just going to very lightly tap it in until I get it in the place that I want, and then I'll blend it out. But I want to make it darker and not take it up as high. Winner, if you're watching, I hope I do this right. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in with the shade Romance, that chocolate brown, and I'm just going to diffuse the edges. And I'm putting barely any product on the brush, tapping the living daylights out of it. Very little product on the brush. And we're just going to swirl, holding the brush low. I just want to diffuse those edges. Same on the other side. I just want more of that brown showing. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the black in the palette called No Objections, this one right here. And we're going to finish out the illusion of a wing. But I want to really blow it out a little bit. So I'm going to keep this tight. And I am going to come across with actual black liner. But right now, I just want to give the illusion of a blown out wing. Okay, I'm going to take all the product off. I'm just going to smudge those edges, and then I'm going to go in with a liner brush and hit it again to make it a little darker, just along the lash line area. If I want to make it even darker than this, I could go in with a setting spray on the brush. Now this step is not necessary if you're really good with a liquid or pencil liner or gel liner. You can skip this step, but I am not. So I'm just mapping out where I want my gel liner to go when I line it. Now I haven't done the under eye yet. But you can see, I mean, I'm going to have to clean this up, fix this up, but you can see how nice and sharp that is. Let's do the same thing on the other side. I almost forgot to do the other side. Not nearly as high. Wing it out. Remove all the product so I can smudge it out a little bit more. And then with the liner brush, make a mock wing. Now again, I'm going to go in and darken this because I still have my lids to do. Usually I do my liner last, but I just wanted to kill two birds with one stone since I was working with the black. So that was probably a mistake. Next, I'm going in with that shade White Dove, which is the golden white with pink reflex, this one here. And not a lot is going to show because I have slightly hooded eyes, but I'm taking this just slightly on the lid. And I'm going to try and do it. I know I'm going to end up going over my liner, but I'm trying to do it just slightly above. Now the winner is much younger than me. And her eyes are beautiful. I'm wrinkly. I'm not getting the payoff I really want here. There we go. Guess I'm going over the liner. There we go. And then I'm going to go in with that shade Tantalize, which is this beautiful rosy gold bronze shade right here. Closest thing I have to what looks like a pink. And I'm going to cover my whole lid. Now I'm going to end up going over it with my finger just to get more intensity. But for now, I'm just kind of carving out where I want it to go. And it's going to go everywhere between the contour shade and the white. Okay. Ooh, I love these. I love these shimmers. This is with a brush and it's pretty. Wait till you see it with the finger when I take it right above. Here we go, right in the center of the lid. There we go. Booyah! Stunning. Stunning. P. Louise has some great shimmers, guys. No, I'm not affiliated. No, I'm not being paid. I did not receive this in PR. I don't receive anything in PR. Every now and then someone's nice enough to send me something when they think of me. That's always pleasant. But for the most part, I pay for all of my makeup. Next, I'm going back in with White Dove. I'm just going to do the inner corner. That golden pink going. I'm going back in with my liner brush and my black, and I'm going to line very tight to my lash line. And almost all the way across. I'm blind as a bat, so this is a challenge. Blink it out, blink it out. Okay, now I'm going in with the small but slightly fluffier pencil brush. And we're just going to blend that out. Now, she kept it pretty tight to the lash line. But I tend to prefer it a little smokier. So we're just going to... And she had very smoky edges, even though they were clean and sharp. They were very smoky. Move the excess product and do the same on the other side. And yes, I'm going to make all these terrifying faces. Don't let your kids watch, they'll have nightmares. Then I'm going back into Tantalizing, and I'm just going to go slightly under and in the inner corner here. I don't want it to be overly shimmery underneath. And then finally, I'm going to go in with the matte white called Yours Truly. The winner may have had a shimmer under the brow bone, but it looks almost like a matte highlight to me, so I'm going to use this shade here. And I'm going to put that under my brow bone. Now for my liner, you've seen me do that a million times, so just to let you know, I am not going to take the wing all the way out. I'm just going to take it to the edge with the tiniest flick and just trace out the black line that I've already made. I'll finish up the eyes with the mascara, or I'll put on mascara and eyeliner and my lashes, and I'll be right back. One thing I am going to do though is pop a little bit of my ColourPop gel or cream gel liner in my lower lash line. She did that in the look. We're going to do that too. So let me get that done off camera. We'll come back and we'll finish up with the lip. And we're back. Alright, so let's finish up the complexion. Like I said, I put white in my eyeliner. One thing the winner did that I have not figured out how they did it. It looked as though they tight lined their upper lid with black and their lower lash line with white and didn't get any transfer. I'm not that good, so I chose the white over the black, and I love it. I think it looks great. Good job. For my blush, I'm going to use my NARS Orgasm blush. She had like this kind of healthy, soft, peachy glow, and this seems to be the perfect blush for that. I don't hate this blush. I like it very much, but I'm not really sure what the hype is all about. It's very much like Bare Minerals Glee, which is, oh, Glee. Glee was the end-all be-all blush. She seemed to keep most of her color towards the apples of her cheeks, and she was not afraid of the blush. It wasn't overpowering, but it was there. So, girl after my own heart. You see what I mean? It has that nice, soft, kind of golden glow. You know, I usually put a little blush on the end of my nose, but I didn't see that she did that. So I'm going to skip it. And then for highlighter, I'm going in with my Sorich Glow Light highlighter, which I hit pan on. Breaks my heart. I love this highlighter. It's really beautiful. And she seemed to do it on the tip of her nose. A little heavier. No, maybe not as heavy as I did. She also went kind of up a little bit. And then a little bit in here. And a little over here. And I couldn't tell in the picture if she did anywhere else. So we're gonna just stop here. She had a very nude, neutral lip, so I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the color Mocha to line my lips. And I didn't see that she had particularly overlined her lips. I'm gonna do it slightly, but not much. And I can never talk and do this at the same time. Now our winners seem to have kind of a glossy nude lip. I don't feel like the gummy gloss, so I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Last. Is it Wet n Wild? Yeah, Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit. And this is in the shade Bali in Love. Bali in Love. But it's kind of this golden shimmer shade. And there you have it. This is the finished look. Have you guessed who the winner is yet? If you haven't, then let me show you the picture right now. It's Regina Gray Adams with her beautiful neutral soft brown and pink look. Again, I didn't have a pink in this palette that was frosted, but I do think there's some rose tones in this. What do you think, Regina? Did I do you justice? I really appreciate, again, everybody who entered, but Regina's look just got the most votes among the admin team, the moderators, you guys, and in the end, it seemed like something I really wanted to do. So, congratulations, Regina Gray Adams. You are the winner of the palette. I will be reaching out to you via Facebook very soon to congratulate you, and we'll make arrangements to get it shipped to you. It's all ready to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. It really helps. And more importantly, leave a comment because not only does it help with the algorithm, but it lets me know what you like. I really want to hear from you. What topics do you want me to talk about? What makeup looks do you want me to do? What products do you want me to try? Tell me what you like. Do you like the content where my husband and I do the little skits on the side? Let me know. I want to hear from you. Tune in next time, and as always, stay magical.